to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Louisville's offense will take the field first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw on third down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching him as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll line up for a second down play. Lopez to pass. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Lost one deep down the right side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the...
Breaks into the open. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Caught behind the line. It's Shipp. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They'll run the sneak for it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football, you've got to do a better job with ball security.
The Tar Heels with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He'll start the return inside his stride. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
You used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big play.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive movements.
They'll leave it with him. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. It's complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little impressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. On the ground, it's gone. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Give to the running back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Brown has it. after the pickup of 9. It's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
It'll be a draw. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They run the reverse. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Just feeds the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Skinner. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself. We'll give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. Oh, what a cut! Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And finally the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, How refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back. At Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to...
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Right back to the well. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The Tar Heels have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with. running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Golden. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Lopez to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Russell. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's shipped. And he's still running after the move. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Liberty is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see.
Off the play fake on to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Golden. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it on the outside. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Shakes off the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just sack from the big nose tackle.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Never a doubt. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Schiff. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the punishment has been extended. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run the counter. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Lopez to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels have it with a first and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Trying to power it in.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Trying to barge in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on fourth down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or do you've got to play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Lopez wants to fire. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. The Cardinals backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Setting up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's always interesting how people game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cardinals... the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Zings it complete to the right. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. Offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Speed on the field to get ready to play the pass.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Runs through the tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's what I love about dime personnel packages, especially on 3rd down, is one, you've got faster guys out there to cover these receivers and these targets, but two, you can rally to the quarterback if he takes off. And yeah, he was able to get a couple yards, but you're not letting him go to the house, and now you're setting up 4th down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside.
Unleashes one deep. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down.
Okay, ready?
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28. Third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Skinner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Lopez to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub your... and take yourself out of the game, but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.